Hello, welcome to Lemon Stews, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is my review for Agatha All Along, episodes 1 and 2. But before we get into that, let's get the house cleaning out of the way, shall we? I'm going to leave a like, comment below, let me know what your thoughts are on Agatha All Along, and of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate it. Now all out of the way, let's get into the review, shall we? So, Agatha, Who would have thought she would have got her own show? She was a good standout because, Catherine Hahn is an amazing talent on WandaVision. And then, they were like, hey, we're going to give her her own show. There was all that, the marketing with, they keep switching up the title where it was pretty obvious that it was going to be Agatha All Along. Bit of a slow climb for me as to me getting actually excited for it. So for most of y'all who follow this channel, that I've had quite the resurgence when it comes to my excitement for Marvel media in general. I am one of the few who doesn't necessarily hate everything that's come out. I don't think all the stuff that they come out are necessarily bad. I think Moon Knight was actually pretty good. I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I typically enjoyed everything. I don't think anything was, horrible, and just atrocious, like the Marvels. I also really enjoyed that, but my excitement just hasn't been the same since maybe No Way Home. That was probably the last Marvel movie where I was genuinely actually excited to go to the movies for. And I haven't had that because, the quality just hasn't been there. Again, I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it just seems like, we're doing the numbers, we're hitting the bits, and that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to stick it to our lane. And I just haven't felt, the challenges, if you will. And then this year came around, and we had Echo in January, and I was like, okay, that was actually pretty good and solid. Still some of the same problems that we have with these Marvel shows, but hey, it is what it is. That one was pretty decent for what we used to have. That's in the upper tier, to me, personally. Then we had Deadpool and Wolverine, and like most, I absolutely love that movie. Saw it a few times in the theaters, had a good time, and I was like, okay, I got some faith when it comes to Agatha now. And also, studying up on it, that there's an actual showrunner that's doing the whole show. Aubrey Plaza is always going to elevate a project that she's in, and you can always rely on Catherine Hahn to at least keep you entertained. So I was pretty excited to click play on these episodes and watch it. And the main thing that I wanted to feel when I was watching this show was to give that feeling like I'm watching a Hocus Pocus, I am watching Halloween Town. I want to feel like it's spooky season and just have some spooky fun. And I had that throughout these two episodes. Now, episode 1, we do kind of go back to the WandaVision format. She's in a true crime setting. She's a detective. She's still under the spell. And, she's trying to unravel the case as someone who loves Law and Order and who also, loves, whodunits, crime thrillers, all of those types of movies, trying to figure out the murder. I was eating every piece of scenery of this episode up, no matter how hammed up Catherine Hahn was. Which, what's the point, right? Because, she's in a show. I was actually intrigued by the mystery as well. And then seeing how that all unfolds. And then she finally gets out. Then we get into episode 2. I really felt the spookiness throughout episode 2 as well. I think out of the two, episode 2 is my favorite. But, again, you just feel like it's spooky season. There's an eeriness to it. There's a funness to it. Catherine Hahn is probably the reason why we are clicking on this show, right? And she's also the reason why we are picking to stay and watch along. She is absolutely very, very entertaining in this show. And, well, not actually. If she is very entertaining, we all knew that going into it. She just has a really hold on this character, really owns up to it. Marvel takes some risk in this one. I'm like, I can't believe they're showing this. That's why I'm really liking what is coming from these Marvel properties. Hey, we're going to take a chance and, we're going to show this and we're going to do that. And it's just wow. I cannot believe they did that. But yeah, Catherine Hahn is absolutely great in it. And again, the things that she's willing to do for our entertainment is absolutely stellar. Aubrey Plaza, we don't see a lot of her in these first 2 episodes, but the bits that we get of her, she's fantastic in it. I am very intrigued by her character and who she is. There is obviously 2 mysteries that we are going to be really trying to unfold within this show, and that is with Aubrey Plaza's character, and I believe his name is Jared Locke. It's the actor's name. He's playing the guy that is really tagging along with with Agatha, who's like a huge fan of hers, and is just going along with the ride to do whatever she needs to be, because they mark out when he says his name and where he is from. Part of me is thinking he's Mephisto. I do think we are going to get Mephisto in this show in one way or another, and I think it will be, it will be what it will be. But I do think we do get Mephisto revealed in this show one way or another. I don't know if it's the kid, but I do think we do get him at some point. Now, as for this show, it's like, well, how is it going to fit within the huge overall landscape of the multiverse saga in the MCU? I don't know. And to be honest with you, I really don't care. I don't really think it needs to be, in all honesty. I kind of like what Marvel's doing with these like special presentations. We had Werewolf by Midnight, not last year, but 2 years ago on a Halloween. We also had the Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween Christmas special, and now we're back to this being like a Halloween show that just gets us in the feeling. And I think that is just enough just to have some spooky fun. Now, if this does tie into it, that would just be a nice cherry on top. And that is kind of where, Marvel is at its sweet spot, Like, we're going to focus on our property in this project, and we're going to make this the best project that it can be. If we are able to make it fit within the overall landscape, then, great, stellar, that's amazing. If not, then, at least we made a pretty damn good show. And it really does feel like that is the approach that they are taking within this. Now, having an actual showrunner running this show is a big step up as well, because this does feel like a TV show. A feeling that I really haven't had since WandaVision, ironically enough. And by that I mean is that, with the other shows like Moon Knight, which again I think is one of the better ones. I had a great time with it, and Miss Marvel and all these other ones that again I actually really liked. These episodes just felt chopped up where it clearly wasn't over. It was just like, okay, we're gonna stop here because we have to reach the 6 hour mark. Over here on this show, Agatha All Along, episode 1, there was a beginning, a middle, and an end. There was a clear direction on where we were going and where it was going to end. All right, we are done with this chapter, and now here we are in episode 2. There was a beginning, a middle, and an end. All right, we are done with this chapter, and now we move on here. It just flows much better on both episodes, and I think that is a direction that Marvel needs to go with, continue to move on with moving forward, because again, it just flowed better. There was a better tempo, and the way I feel right now is actually like fulfilled, like I feel complete. Okay, I know where this journey is. Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea where we are heading for episode 3, but that's for episode 3 for me to just watch and see that beginning, that middle, and that end. I'm fulfilled, but I'm also very excited to see next week, as opposed to the previous shows. I'm just like, oh, please don't end here. Oh, and you're ending here. Okay, I guess we'll wait until next week to see where I get this. And there's not that fulfillment. That's not that closure that you need with these television shows. And Agatha is bringing that. Again, a feeling I haven't had since WandaVision, where WandaVision had that sitcom style where they were forced to do a beginning, a middle, and end for every episode. Well, for 5 of them anyway. And now here we are back with Agatha, and it does feel that way. I like the supporting cast as well. I like the coven that she is building up. Obviously, the last piece is Aubrey Plaza. I expect to see much more of her in episode 3. I'm just enjoying the ride. Now, again, will Marvel, and it completely falls apart in the end? That's very much a possibility, but it is starting off to a very strong start. I am locked in. I am ready to go. And do I think you need to watch WandaVision to really, understand what's going on? Maybe for episode 1, but I think, if you're watching I am assuming if you did not watch WandaVision and you are watching this, you are probably watching with someone who did watch WandaVision and who is a Marvel fanatic such as myself, and they're going, what's going on? This feels very fake. And he's like, or she is going to go, yeah, she's under a spell. This is what happened in WandaVision. Wanda put her in this and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, okay. And then you're caught up. That's really all you need, is that person to go, yeah, this is what's happening. Okay, good. Now, is that good or bad? I don't know. But to me, I had a great time with this show, and I am really looking forward to the ride. Let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. Please leave a like if you made it this far. I do greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button as I am trying to grow into my YouTube career. And we have a lot more content coming out. Obviously, we're going to continue on with Agatha All Along. The Penguin is tomorrow. So is Lord of the Rings. We got Transformers 1 coming out for a movie review. And then if you like wrestling, we also got Raw and SmackDown and the occasional PLE when they do come out. Those reviews as well. So until next time, guys, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.